Rob Brender with Mets pitching prospect Collin McHugh as the Las Vegas 51s get set to open up their home schedule. You pitched last night, very successful 7 innings in Fresno, and off to a 2-0 start this year. Must be feeling pretty good about the way you're throwing.
Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to put some things together. Spring training was a little bit rough. I was kind of working on a couple things and trying to get that rhythm back. But I think when you get out here and that adrenaline starts kicking in, and you start playing games that that matter towards a record, it's fun. You get out there and you kind of figure stuff out as you go. So it's been good so far.
5 strikeouts and no walks last night. So the control is there. Is that something you've really been working on as well?
Yeah, I mean, I see guys like Wheeler, guys like Familia who can throw hard. They got just that power stuff, and I've kind of reconciled to myself that I'm not going to be one of those guys. I'm not going to be a guy who's going to run up there 95, 96, and because of that, command is a little more important for me. So it's something we've been focusing on the last couple of years, just really trying to command the strike zone, throw strike one, really work off my fastball. So we're doing it pretty well so far.
You break spring training. Obviously, you don't make the big club, which is a bit of a downer, I'm sure, for everybody. But when it comes to getting prepared to get back there, how much is that on your mind each start, thinking about, gosh, I want to get back to the big league team?
Yeah, I mean, you try not to think about it in those terms necessarily, because if it's always something a little bit further out there, sometimes it takes your focus away from what you're doing right now. So for me, every time I get out there, I want to get a little bit better. Whether I'm here, whether I'm Citi Field, it doesn't matter. You're going out to compete. Whether you're facing a AAA team or whether you're facing a big league team. So for me, obviously having been up there for a little bit, getting a little taste, you want to get back. You obviously want to get back, but I think that hitters are hitters wherever you go. You still got to command your stuff, and you've got to get a little bit better.
Is there one specific thing that the organization has told you as they sent you down to AAA that they really want you to work on?
Not necessarily. When I talked to Terry and Dan when I came down from big league camp, they said, go compete, go, get better, and get guys out, and hopefully we'll see you soon. So that's been my only goal, is just try and do what I do a little bit better.
You're in a hitters league, the Pacific Coast League, and actually we were just talking about that a little bit before this interview started. Does that play to the way that you're attacking these hitters? Do you do anything a little bit differently because you're afraid of watching the ball fly out over the ballpark?
No, actually, that's a mentality you gotta try and stay away from, because, like I said before, if you kind of get out of your rhythm and what you do well, kind of start playing into the hitter's hands, and you just gotta kind of chalk it up. You're gonna give up some home runs in this league. You're gonna give up some balls that maybe in the Eastern League or the International League they're not going to go, but here they probably will. So you got to be mentally tough. You got to go out and compete. It's good we got Trav behind the plate. Trav Starno behind the plate. He's been here. He's been in the league before. Kind of knows what he's dealing with. Knows the hitters well, and so far, he's caught me twice. He's done a really great job, and is a really asset back there.
With Mets right-handed pitching prospect Collin McHugh. Last question I have for you. We also mentioned a little bit to each other before this interview started, talking about the prospects with Wheeler and Familia and those guys that really like to throw hard. How much fun is it for you to watch those guys out there? Because I know everybody else, the fans, are really entertained by them.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a treat. You go out there, and I've played with Zach for the last couple of years and Familia for 3 or 4 years. So kind of getting to see these guys progress and see kind of the stuff that they can do, just kind of put on a show, man. It's fun to watch, and I think that we've got some real talent down here, and it's gonna be neat in the years to come to see kind of how New York, how we transition, and see these young guys really start to step up and help the big league club.
Colin, thanks so much. Appreciate the time.
No problem.